Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for our Erlengrat Let's Play series. So, had another issue with save game footage from the last episode. So what we ended up doing was quite a lot of windrowing on field 19 and 18. And for some reason the footage didn't save. I think I know why this time. I think the episode prior to that, we were rescuing our silage from the forage harvester that got stuck. So I think that recorded. And we ended up building up a bit of a stockpile of hay. So you can see we've got Mount Haymore, as I've affectionately dubbed it, just chilling over here in the corner. So that's 4 to 5, I gotta say 40,000 litre loads of hay, courtesy of Team JCB and Team Class Forage Harvester. So the issue I've run into with the save game file is basically I've recorded an episode on the PS5 and then I upload it straight away. And while it's uploading, I start recording the next episode because, it gives you that provision to do so. However, what I'm thinking is happening is when the upload is complete, it basically restarts the recording from that point. So you only get the last 10 to 15 minutes of recording from the newest recording. So it says in the UI that it's recording the whole time. However, when you go to save the file, it reverts back to basically what I'm suspecting is from when that previous upload finishes, the recording on the hard drive of the PS5 restarts, and it only records from that point on. So to get around that, what I'm going to do is basically record all the episodes, all the gameplay episodes, and then upload them one by one individually after the play session. So I'm wondering if anyone else has had that issue before. Let me know in the comments below if you have, because I'd be interested to see if it's just me or if it's just my sort of workflow that I've sort of come up with. So it's pretty annoying, but I think this workaround will definitely help. So like right now I'm recording, so I'm 2 minutes in and I'm not uploading a video, so we shouldn't have any issues. So just a bit of a background as to what has happened to some footage, because it might have, if you're following along with the series, it might not make sense because we've kind of skipped ahead. So basically, just to recap, we've got our hay pile. We have got a bit of a silage situation over here that we need to sort out because our forage wagon got stuck. Got a couple of little bits of hay that I still need to collect. But other than that, we are sort of moving along. So, and also we've got the forage mixer sort of underway here as well. Currently we haven't got the ingredients for TMR, but we're sort of working on that at the moment. So cows are basically just got grass at the moment. Productivity is pretty low because we can't get the TMR cranking. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to sleep for one day and see what we can land in the used equipment sales. So hopefully we can get something half decent and something that we're looking for. So potentially a baler would be good. Yeah, really just a baler at the moment. So what have we got? We've got a timber trailer and we've got a manure spreader. So that's not something we need. Cows. So I'll just top up the cow feed quickly. So we've basically mixed up forage here. So it's a combination of hay and silage. We also need some mineral feed too, so I've got to go and get that from the shop. Now this should, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, so forage is basically considered hay in game. So that's given us how many litres? So we're still a little bit short, but that's okay. That'll get us through the next day, at least. Let's check on this grass actually. Yeah, so this grass has started to come back in. So what I'll probably do is I'll do another run of hay here. That way the hay that's remaining on the ground can be picked up again. and then we'll just keep sort of extending out this stockpile probably to around this area. And then that'll give us plenty for hay, and then we'll probably clear out this bunker, and we'll start getting some chaff, some cut grass back in there to get our silage stock back up. So I'm just going to sleep for a couple of days here, see if we can't get the lottery of used vehicles in our favour. Especially when we've got a little bit of money just sitting there. We want to try and leverage that as much as possible. So what do we got? So this is a field creator. Not what we need. That grass is coming in again. So let's go for one more round. If I can get a seeder, a directorial seeder, that'd be good. Because then we can start using that for the wheat production to give us some straw. Because that is the last element we need. Okay, so here we go. What do we got? So we've got a planter that will do corn, sunflowers, soybeans. This is a shallow cultivator. Shallow cultivator might be alright. 250 horsepower. We don't have a tractor strong enough for that. So, not ideal. Cows are probably going to run out of food. 22,000 litres of milk. Let's check on the price of milk actually, because that's something I haven't really been paying attention to. So it's the lowest at the moment. So it is highest in October. So it's only $2,000, so it's not a huge amount. So right now is apparently the best price. What's a milk trailer worth? That's the other thing. So let's have a look. Okay, don't unfold. So if we look at trailers, if we look at not miscellaneous, but let's try animals. So some of these will do milk, water, fertilizer. It's 25 grand, so probably not an expense I'm really to sort of put out at the moment. Let's go for another round here, see how we go. Okay, so we're coming into winter now, so what do we got? Let's check our used vehicles. Got a few contracts. Fertilising contracts would be good if I had slurry, which I've kind of got tied up in that tanker at the moment. It's not really doing anything for me, so I might actually try and do a run to the... So this is just an all-purpose trailer. Not a bad trailer, but not really what we need. Alright, it is a little bit too dark for my liking, so what I'm going to do is... What we'll do is we're going to do a run to the BGA, try and drop off this silage, the slurry that we've got sitting here. Now the issue was with the slurry that it wouldn't take it on back-to-back days. So now we've got a few days separation, so a few months in game essentially. What I suspect is we potentially might be able to drop this off. And if I can empty this tanker out, I'm going to sell it because the slurry is probably best going to be utilised to be used as fertiliser. And not really worry about it for purposes of trying to sell it directly, because for 30,000 litres that I did sell, I only got like $2,000, so it's just not worth it in my opinion. Does that person have shoes on? Maybe sandals. We call them thongs where I come from. Other parts of the world call thongs something else. But yeah, just a bit of useless trivia for you. So it looks like we're coming into fall, which is autumn. So depending on where you are in the world, you might call it something different. Southern Hemisphere, we call it autumn. I know in America and the US, Canada, that type of thing, refer to it as fall. But you can tell by the changing colour of the leaves there in the trees. Alright, coming up to the BGA here. Now I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we can empty this out so I can sell the trailer. And that'll give us a bit of a cash boost. Because currently it's not worth much. It's really useless to me. Oh, don't tell me that I took that much. Oh, unless it's turning it into digestate. Because the other thing I can't. That was $500. That was not worth it at all. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to abandon this load of slurry. There's no point persevering. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive back to the shop. Oh, don't tell me I'm stuck on something. Oh, of course I am. No, we're about to get collected by this car as well. Okay, let's try this again. So it's those little skid plates. I mean, the amount of times I've driven this already, and this is the first time I've had an issue. Yeah, let's try this. I find it very unusual that you can't adjust the skids up. Let's see if we can go on an angle here, if that's going to help us out. Probably not, might make it worse. Yeah, because the ground clearance is not very good. Alright, let's go sell this trailer. I'm just going to abandon this load of slurry that we've got in there. It's just not worth carting around for what we're getting out of it. And then we'll be able to free up a bit of capital. Like, obviously we'll lose a bit of money on the overall purchase, but driving it back to the shop, selling it there directly, will give us maximum price. It was only $8 grand, but we can definitely put that towards the lease of a baler or something similar to help us be a little bit more productive. Whoop, don't run into it. Okay, let's go this way to the shop because I haven't been down this way yet. It's pretty cool how they put the billboards in the game, advertising their own products and services. Very clever. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to sell copies of the game to keep the game alive, reinvest it into the next titles, so absolutely have no problem with that. And it's done in a way that you know, isn't in your face and sort of screaming at you to buy stuff. It's just sort of, there we go, there it is again. So what do we got here? Get the official magazine from the eShop. Okay, let's sell the trails. What are we getting? We're going to get 6,000, so that's not a lot, but at least it's something. Alright, I'm a little bit unsure as what to do next. So I think we're going to sleep again, actually. Because the productivity of the cows is not important because the TMR is the focus. And I don't really have the infrastructure to sell the milk as yet. And that in and of itself is not really worth that much. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, this is a decent tractor. Definitely well out of our price range. So let's just sleep again. I don't mind sleeping through winter with seasons turned on because of the lighting. And you'll probably get snow in January. And then you can't really do anything in the snow anyway, so if it is snow, we'll have a bit of a look around the map. Yeah, so you can see how dark it looks. And it is snowing, so we're likely to get snow probably tomorrow. What do we got here? Another tractor. Tempting. How much is this one? 32,000. 115 horsepower. Front loader attachment. So I wonder what we could use this for. So we could get a third worker potentially underway. I don't think we have a need for 2 workers and myself at the moment. So let's pass on that. Let's see if we've got snow. And we do. Nice. Alright, let's check this snow out actually while we're here. Mack truck. Not really anything we need to worry about at the moment. So pretty good visuals. I mean, snow is snow. Once you've seen it a couple of times in game, it all looks the same. Just means you can't really do any work either. Look at the mountains, they look pretty cool. So they're all snowed up. Oh, there's a ski lift, or ski... What do you call that? Cable car up the mountain. I only just noticed that. That's pretty cool. JCB, look, the JCB fast track looks pretty cool sitting in the snow too. Alright, cool, enough of that. Let's sleep again. Get back into spring, which should be March, which is next month. Hopefully we get something good here in the used vehicles. Oh, we've still got snow. Come on. Okay, what do we got here? This is a 300 horsepower. Definitely not going to help us. And that's not going to help us either. So let's sleep again. Boys, these leasing costs are killing us a little bit each day here. So it's about 4 grand in holding costs. So if we're not careful, we're going to run out of money if we do this too often. Okay, 4,390. Okay, so we're definitely getting a bit low. Okay, another field creator. Alright, let's go and get to work. Alright, first job. Let's get some grass cut. So I'll go and hook the mower up. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do another batch of hay. Or potentially... I wonder if we could do 2 silage pits side by side. I think potentially what we should do is we probably should try and get the rest of that silage picked up. Empty out the bunker at least. And then figure out what we're going to do. I probably should have rolled the field, to be honest. But I'd rather just get this grass up. And then potentially look at doing some baling, actually. So that might be towards the end of the episode. So I still think the silage bales need to ferment. So could be a case of we might do some bales and then we have to hang on to them for a little bit, just for the. So let's get that guy underway. Yep, he's all good. And then what I'll quickly do is pick up the rest of this hay with the loading wagon, because there is a little bit sort of left over. We'll add that to the pile. Actually, before I do this, I'll get the... he's empty, so I'll come back for that. And then I've got to sort out this little concrete pad that I put in that's a bit of a eyesore. So I'm thinking probably... Yeah, look, I think we're just going to have to pull the trigger on this baler. Because the bale trailer and the baler are fairly inexpensive to lease. Oh, the other thing too, I did recently, I think it was potentially in the episode that I lost filming for, was I got the JCB fixed up. It's already starting to drop down in its maintenance level very quickly. I mean, the leased trailer also, you know, needs maintenance. But obviously the more hours you've got on a machine or a piece of equipment impacts the speed at which it requires future maintenance. I don't know what the exact formula is for that, but it definitely does appear to be... Definitely appears to affect machines. Obviously the more hours they've got, the quicker and the more expensive the repairs are. I don't know if the difficulty setting that you put the game on initially has an impact on that. I mean, it could do. It's only anecdotal sort of thoughts on that. But I am noticing, particularly with this tractor, that it seems to be depleting pretty quick. I mean, one way to check would just be to... Oh, yeah. So it is the trailer that's... Although the tractor is significantly lower than... And I've only used... It's only been like one day. Like, it hasn't been that long. Oh, this would be good if I actually lined up and picked up what I intended to. There we go. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go and drop this off. We will grab some... Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll probably take this hay directly into the cow barn. Keep those cows fed. Wow, this is really slow for cruise control. Oh, that's why. I've still got the pickup. Still got the pickup down. Alright, let's get this guy out the way. Park him out the way for the moment. And I'm also thinking that milk by itself is probably not the greatest production item, because it's only worth $2,000. Like it's really nothing. So you really need to, or you probably need to really combine it with. So if we look at the prices menu. So we take milk and we can turn it into cheese. I know that. So let's have a look at the price of cheese. So cheese is $5,000. So that's actually pretty good. Butter, I think, is a byproduct of milk. What else we got? So chocolate is milk and sugar. So that's $6,500. So that's getting up there, but you obviously need sugar as well. So that's sugar beets. That's a whole range of other equipment that you require. Now, these are all platinum expansion productions. Soy. These are mods. Alright, I'll just, what I might try and do is pick up some of this silage, actually. Just so it's off the floor. Now, I had massive issues in the last episode getting stuck on this stuff. So hopefully... Yeah, still having issues. So what I might do is I'll grab the mixer. And I'll pick it up with that instead. Okay, so let's grab this guy. Not really designed for off-road use, but the ground is relatively flat around that vicinity, so it shouldn't have too much of a problem. I just can't believe the loading wagon can't pick that up easily. I mean, unless silage in real life becomes very dense. So if you're a dairy farmer or you know more about silage than I do, let me know in the comments below if silage does become rock hard and impervious to vehicle traffic, such as the loading wagon. So almost there, picking this stuff up. I mean, this machine does a pretty good job of picking all that up. Right, let's just go to... And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to unload. Oh, I don't think I'm stuck. So I'll unload it here for future use, because I don't need it right now, but... Hopefully we can get this all out, that'd be very handy, without getting stuck. Alright, happy days. And then I've got to fix up my little pad there that I've built. So I should be able to just grass over that hopefully, but we'll see what happens. Alright, thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. Any questions, leave me a comment below. And there, once again, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.